You are almost gone already. We simply finished the paperwork. True story of horrors Ukrainian POWs living, dying and surviving through in Russian prisons. Written in a grim fairy tale style. The Anatomy of Forgotten Death. Chapter 2. The first room was white. Not the white of hospitals, those were meant to suggest mercy. But the white of a morgue sheet stretched over a shape no one wanted to name. A white that whispered, "You are almost gone already. We simply finished the paperwork." On the slab, muttered a Razik. Leather belts tightened around Bogdan's wrists and ankles. Another across his chest. Cheap straps, brittle with cold. As if they knew they wouldn't need to last long. A metal trolley rattled from the corner. Needles. Cloudy vials that looked almost innocent. Like children's toys forgotten in a graveyard. Then, the doctor entered. You could always tell a Zmorik. Raziks were men who had frozen from the outside in. Zmoriks were what emerged when the freezing reached the soul. And the soul cracked open, like a rotten egg, and something colder crawled out. He wore a perfect white coat. It didn't wrinkle because nothing dared touch it. His skin had the waxen color of candles burned in churches where no one prays. His eyes? They carried no reflection at all. As if the world before him wasn't worth remembering. His name tag read, Dr. Kuznetsov. Beneath it, in letters only Moriks could see, glowed another word, Zmorik. My favorite season, he said, voice polished smooth with boredom. The breaking season. He lifted a syringe filled with thick yellow liquid. Do you know what this is, Bandera? Bogdan stared up at the ceiling. The cracks formed a map, a broken map of this country, divided into cells and corridors and places where people vanished. Kuznetsov didn't wait. This, he said, almost tenderly, is the Fever Thorn. The king does not waste bullets on ideas. He grows fevers in them, until the thoughts boil away. The needle slid into Bogdan's arm. Sweat burst across his skin, then froze halfway out. Heat bloomed, warm, then sharp, then ravenous. The fire began in one vein, smelling its way toward the heart. Like a hunting dog catching the scent of blood. The room tilted. The ceiling map melted. Cracks turned to rivers of white fire. His body betrayed him. Shame? Hot piss. Then nothing. The world dropped out from under him. Like rotten scaffolding. And he fell. Into a black well without a bottom. Somewhere above, as if through water, Dr. Kuznetsov's voice floated down, almost polite. So, does that feel warm yet? He woke to laughter. Not the human kind. Human laughter had died in Kremlash generations ago. This was Morozic laughter. Thin and dry. Like bones tapping on a coffin lid. Look, Bandera has returned, one said. How's the sky looking now? Bogdan's skin didn't know whether to burn or freeze. Each breath scraped him from the inside. The belts bit his wrists when he tried to move. Dr. Kuznetsov drifted into view again, hovering like a pale moon. Good news, he said. You survived the first thorn. This means you are strong. Strong things last longer. His smile never reached his eyes. Nothing ever did. Every day, a little more, he murmured. We heat the body until the mind softens. Then we reshape it. The king likes his people soft. He wrote on a clipboard. Diagnosis. Incorrigible. Treatment. Daily thorn. Long-term breakage. Then he slipped a second syringe, clear, humming faintly, into his pocket and patted Bogdan's shoulder with gloved fingers that skittered like dead spiders. And for dessert, he added lightly, we offer silent rain. Some lands call it medicine. We prefer it as seasoning. He drifted away, but the Fever Thorn did not. It curled into Bogdan's bones, gnawed on his dreams, and set fire to whatever small, stubborn pieces of hope had survived the descent. The world blurred. The Mraziks became smudges of gray. Only their laughter stayed sharp. Let's give him a nickname, someone said. A murmur. A decision. Call him Free Ukraine, a nurse snickered. So we can say, Free Ukraine is tied to the bed again. The room laughed. Names were weapons in deep winter. You could beat a man for an hour, or give him a name that beat him every time he breathed. They preferred both. That night, when they finally unstrapped him and dragged him to a cell, Bogdan could barely stand. The cell was a stone throat swallowing cold. A plank for a bed. A blanket so thin it felt like someone's joke. In the corner, another prisoner watched him with hollow eyes. "How many thorns?" he whispered. "One," Bogdan rasped. The man nodded. His surviving teeth were ghosts. His fingers swollen, stiff, some missing. "Then you are at the beginning," he sighed. "They have time. And they like time. Time is the slow knife." He turned toward the wall. "Sleep, Bandera," he whispered. "Tomorrow they begin the silent rain."